Happy Monday. As you can tell, I'm really happy about the fact that it's Monday again. So, after a blistering weekend where I didn't really do much riding at all, it's 5 to 9 Monday morning and it's already boiling. I've just ridden Juliet, done some practice for the dressage. None of the third gear bits though, because the ground is far too hard for that. Quite lucky because of the hoof boots that we use. They got gel insoles and they provide some concussion support as well, so I'm really pleased about that because the ground is rather hard. But we've just done a little bit of trotting, practiced. There's like a weird free walk that goes across a short diagonal and then carries on down the long side, which is a little bit more unusual. And there's like a figure of 8 as well, so we practiced that. And also the turning down the centre line at the end, it's off of a half 10 metre circle, so we practiced that. And yeah, it was all pretty good really. Lovely consistent trot from Ponyo. Yeah, it's just a shame. I'm really trying to work on sitting up and straight, so that when we come down from our canter transitions, I need to really sit up, sit back slightly, keep balanced, don't tip forward. Hopefully I should get the best trot after canter that we can, because that really is our weakness. And this is one of those tests where there's a little bit of trot work. You have to change the rein in between cantering. Some tests are really good. You literally canter on one rein and then you, like, I think it's 17A, which we did at the riding club, you canter across the diagonal, which is a bit weird, but then you go back to trot after X and then you pretty much canter straight away, which is great because Juliet's well up for that. But yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see what it's like. The trot work was brilliant today, so yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I tried to use my Pivo again this morning, charged it last night because I tried to use it Saturday and it wouldn't work, and I realised the battery was flat, and it did make an attempt to auto zoom at me, so I thought, well, that's good. So I charged the battery last night, but literally it's died again within 10 minutes of me trying to get it to work. It just would not track me, so I don't know whether I didn't charge it for long enough or whether the cable wasn't working, or I don't know, but I'm going to charge it again and give it another go, because I do think it's going to work. When I get everything in place, like the phone charged, the Pivo charged, it in the right place, it on the right settings, it's going to work. I know it. I've got all my confidence in it. But yeah, I just have to really get on it, really, make sure I've got everything charged up. So that's just phone, Pivo, GoPro, watch, so I know what time it is. It's just like charging central at my house. But yeah, Juliet was a good girl. I'll give you a Juliet's eye view actually. Good morning. It's 8:30 and it's already boiling. I am not a fan of this weather. You know, I ride in the mornings anyway, but yeah, already it's over 20 degrees. I don't think it went below 20 degrees all night, to be honest. But yeah, it's warm. And a hack time. Just going for a little wander in the shade today. Not up to much really. Getting quite excited, stroke nervous about the jumping and dressage on I don't even know what day, Sunday. Got that to look forward to. Yeah, it's just hard at the moment. Where it's so hot, it's hard to plan to do anything. Because obviously, like even the evenings, they're really hot still, and they're also, the flies are awful at night, so I tend not to ride in the evenings. So when I do my poo picking and sort of general horse jobs. But yeah, it's just a little bit unbearable. Anna seems pretty keen to be out though. So I hopped on and she sprung out of the gateway. So yes, I'm going to have a little ride and just relax, I think. Yeah. It's so warm already, you can feel the haze in the field. Another hot one. Well, that's broken then. Thanks, Juliet. I love these fly masks. They're equilibrium ones, I think, and they guarantee them for a season. Now this one is probably 2 years old now, and Erna had it on to begin with, but I got her a new one and I thought I'd see how Juliet got on wearing a fly mask, bearing in mind that this was completely undamaged when she inherited it. And it's a couple of months later now, and I'd say that was knackered. It's a shame though, because she doesn't like the flies in her ears, they really bother her, and when she's got the fly mask on she's much happier. So, fly mask recommendations please, preferably made of like chainmail or something. And rhubarb! That is literally going to be our cue for walking on now. So here we are, Wednesday, still hot. Tony's snacking, not helpful Juliet. Welcome! Long reining with one hand is hard. Should have bought the GoPro again, but you know, trying to remember these things that early in the morning is a struggle. Juliet's a little bit head shaky today. I think that's just because she got her fly hat off and now the flies are all in her eyes. Great to see you relaxed enough that you want to have a picnic though. The flies are in her eyes, the flies are in her ears. I did clean them out before we left and I put a little hat on. A little spook at a squash can. But yeah, she's obviously still feeling it a little bit. I just wish I could get her to keep a fly hat on, but obviously she has better ideas. She knows better. So yes, but yeah, nice and relaxed at the moment. We're going to try a slightly different route today. I expect she'll get a little bit anxious. We're going to do a similar route to what I did yesterday, so up over the common a little bit, so there might not be any footage of that bit because controlling horse with one hand and also videoing whilst she's not feeling her happy self is tricky, so yeah. But yes, good way to start the day again, and love seeing her so chillaxed. What a good girl. We've had no anxiety nays today, had a little bit of snacking when the opportunity has arisen. Good girl. But on the whole, she has been amazing. Had a couple of little trots in the shadier bits, which has caused my usual problem when I'm long reining, and that is my shoelaces have come undone. And it's quite tricky to do them back up again when you're attached to a pony. So, nearly home now, so I'll just do them when I get back. So on Thursday I finally got round to recording my video about treeless saddles. I've been planning it for a little while, and I thought as I had 2 saddles in one place, now was as good a time as any. And once I'd finished that, Callie and Katie turned up to ride Seren and Erna. They usually try and do this about once a week at the moment, and it's really nice because it means that Seren gets a little ride and Katie gets to ride some of the different ponies. So I popped them both on and they just amuse themselves in the school for a bit. Again, like a broken record, the ground is really hard, so we couldn't do too much, but they did do a little bit of trotting and a little bit of bending around the poles and the cones. Friday, thank God. Yep, not seeing double. I got 2 of them in this morning. I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. Things falling off the trees. Couldn't decide what I wanted to do this morning. So Juliet and Erna have already done a couple of things each this week, so I thought, why not take the olds out for a little walk? Because they don't get to leave the field very much these days, and yeah, a nice in-hand walk over the heath. They might enjoy that. So this could be a complete disaster, and I'm not sure how, leading 2 ponies, I'm going to get any footage, but I might just have to balance my phone in trees again, which I've tried with some success this week, so we'll see. But it'd be nice to get some little film of us walking along. But yeah, I'm hoping going out together, they'll be nice and calm and they'll have a nice time. But what I'm hoping and what will happen might be different things, so we'll see. As if we wanted any more signs that autumn was coming. No! These horrible things are bot eggs, and they are laid by the botfly. Excuse the little fuzzy bits there. But yeah, they basically lay their eggs on the ponies, so the ponies then lick them off their legs. Sometimes up here too. And they ingest them, and then they go on to live in the ponies' guts. And yeah, it's all very gross and not what you want for your ponies. So this time of year they start appearing, unfortunately, so they're the first ones I've seen. Another one there. Yeah, you can just pick them off with your fingers or use a knife, little knife. It sounds gross picking them off with your fingers, but it's really not. You don't eat them or anything. Obviously, don't lick your hands, but it is the best way of getting them off the ponies. So yes, another part of horse ownership that is a little bit gross, but required. But yes, it definitely feels very autumnal this morning. It's a bit grey and dull, a little bit of rain, but a bit cooler, which is lovely because it's been too hot. This was really funny. So it's really tight around this gateway, and Juliet and Erna know exactly where to stand in order for me to be able to get them out and then close the gate. Now, I completely forgot that Jane and Seren wouldn't know this because they don't really go in and out of this gate. So we had a little bit of Laurel and Hardy kind of hilariousness trying to get in and out of the gate, with Seren absolutely sure she wanted to stuff her face constantly as well, which didn't help. But I did finally manage to get us all out of the gate and get it shut again. Oh god, getting out of the field was interesting. It's all a little bit tight round there with the gate in my car, but we got out. We got Seren doing her fire breathing dragon impression, and we got Jane, who's just really not sure what's going on at the moment. She's got the green boots on, a bit of a green queen today, and Seren clashing terribly, unfortunately, but yes, let's see how we get on. Seren has been squeaking her way round and constantly has her eye towards home, don't you, my dear? Whereas Jane's chill pill. She's just loving life. You're a naughty little ginger, aren't you? Here we go. Oh, I really enjoyed that, and I think the girls did too. Seren was obviously a fire-breathing dragon the whole way around, and squeaked and squawked, and on this corner we're just coming up to now, and we were coming the other way, did a full stand-up rear, which was quite impressive, and I was like, no, none of that please. And then she was like, fine, just carried on walking. That's Seren for you. So here we go. That's the other two who have been bereft of their friends for all of about half an hour. But yeah, yeah, I really enjoyed that. Jane marching on, little ears pricked the whole way round and snacking on gorse bushes. And Seren, squeaky but fun. I definitely think she enjoyed it. That's Erna. Honestly, you'd think that they'd been gone months or something, but yeah. Nice way. Start of Friday. Oh my god. This is why I have trouble separating them all. But yeah. Definitely something to do again, I think. Jane's just pulled me into a gorse bush again. What is it with New Forest ponies and gorse? Right, come on you. So after a lovely hack with Gemma in the morning, Sian brought Austin up to see the ponies in the afternoon, which was absolutely lovely. I think we worked out the last time he came up and saw them and rode was probably November time. So yeah, he came up to see them and he had a ride on Seren as well. He is just so fearless when he's riding the ponies. It was unbelievable. We had him bobbing over some little poles and he just wanted to keep adding poles and going round and round. So it was really, really cute. Lovely to see them both and great afternoon. Sunday morning, it's the show day, just feeding the ponies. Now, today we were meant to be doing jumping and dressage. Yeah, so unfortunately, because the ground's so hard, they've had to cancel the jumping because it was in a field, so that's a bit rubbish. I kind of psyched myself up for that a little bit, but completely understand why. So, dressage today, prelim 1, I think. I'm so underprepared, it's unbelievable. I haven't even read the test through properly yet, although I have done it before, can't remember when. I haven't even ridden Juliet since like, I don't know, Tuesday or Wednesday. She has been ridden, like Gemma rode her yesterday when we went hacking, and you know, we have done stuff, but yeah, not quite as well practiced as the last time, so we'll see how it goes. Just getting everybody else fed and out. Little Ginger, out you go. And then got to go and fetch the trailer, get that hitched up, get loaded up, and then we can go. Good evening. So Sunday evening now, quite a lot later on, bit of a debrief, sitting here with the ponyo. So my God, did it rain today. Literally the minute I got on to warm up, it poured with rain and it didn't stop. So we warmed up for a bit, stood behind the trailer, and then we went and did our test, and it was the same every single time. I came out feeling a little bit disappointed, generally really pleased with how it'd gone, but like I could pick out several points that I could have done better, and I was a little bit disappointed with. But when I got my test sheet, I was so over the moon. So prelim 1, and we scored 70%. Very pleased. I think that's our third 70% and over score this year, and I've only done 3 dressage tests. Well, I've done 4 actually, because I did 2 online and 2 at shows, and the first online one I lost a couple of marks because you couldn't see me basically because I had the camera set up. But yeah, I'm just over the moon with it. It was brilliant, and Megan kindly videoed the test as well, so I think what I might do is like a voiceover video for my dressage test and just talk you through the scores that I got and what I thought it felt like, and obviously what the judge thought. So I thought you might find that a little bit interesting. When we finished the test, still pouring with rain obviously, so we popped the ponies back in the trailer and they stood on the trailer eating hay whilst we waited for the test sheets. And then we literally grabbed the sheets and came home, and like everything was soaked. We needed the rain. The field is actually looking greener already. I don't know whether that's possible, but it does to me. Looks a bit greener, so I'm really pleased about that. Hello you. You're my wonderful dressage pony. As you can see, she's she's not a diva about it. But yeah, so just thought I'd end the video with a little roundup of what we did. I then went home, laid on the sofa and fell asleep because I was knackered. And then did a bit of baking this afternoon, so a little bit of a non-horse related afternoon. Saw my parents, which was lovely. So yeah, just come up, feeding the girls, then go home for some more sleep because I'm still knackered. My car looks like a bomb's gone off in it as well, so I'm going to have to tidy that out at some point, but you know, yeah, everyone that knows me knows that my car generally looks like a bomb's gone off in it, but today it just looks like a wet bomb has gone off in it, or maybe a wet dog has got in there and run around and everything. So yeah, I need to do something about that. But yeah, really, really good day. Really good day. So thankful for everyone that encourages and likes the little reports that I put up, and wishes us good luck and listens to our little stories about the fun times we had, because it is only little unaffiliated dressage, but it does mean the world to me. I love it. I love the fact that I can do it again, and I don't know, I feel like I've got a real special thing with Juliet, and she does love dressage, and it really makes my heart warm to see us doing so well. So yeah, I'm really pleased. But that's the end of the vlog for this week. So yes, I shall see you next week. Say goodbye.